Good morning, good morning, good morning. Take your time. I got plenty of time. I can answer all your questions. I seen that. I had to laugh. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Junkyard. Might I say you're both looking lovely as ever today? Or are you just looking? Glad to see you made it back this morning there, Junkyard. Had me worried when you said you might see me in the morning. Let me get the chat out for D Live and I'll be right with you. Well, thank you. I'm so pretty. Oh, so pretty. Uh, let's see. Frightday morning. Anybody seen Brian J? I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. I'll be right with you. I have to do another thing real quick. There I am. There we go. Huh. I hate when that happens there, Junkyard. You got a grinder or something on that? Oh, okay. He very well could be. That's right. Brad, good morning. Uh, she she bought stuff for hoagies, I guess, or sub sandwiches last night, and I didn't eat till after I got off the live stream, and I made me a Cajun turkey sub, and I thought, I made me a bowl of chicken soup to go with it. Uh, Anymore, I'd rather have a bowl of soup than anything, I think. So, oh, okay, it's like a submersible well pump. Okay. Probably got a little junk or something right there in the on the switch, not letting it activate. I was working for the garbage company, and I told you guys I'm not very smart, okay, but I am good looking and got common sense, which makes up a hell of a lot. Um, the guy was telling me his mom, they got a grinder, okay, at the end of the street. Every where they live, every house has a grinder at the end of the street that grinds the sewage up and puts it, lets it go into the sewage line. And he says there's a little red light on the grinder, so you can see if it's on or not, making sure it's on or not. And he's asking me a question. He says, "Do you know anything about them grinders?" I said, "No, not too much, but what's going on?" He said, "Hell, I don't know." He said, "I don't think it's working. The light's not on." I thought for a second. I said, "Well, first of all, I'd try is change the light bulb, see if that's working." He said, "You think that might be it?" I said, "Well, them lights are on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week." He said, "Pretty soon it's going to blow out or burn out." Next day he come in and he said, "It was the damn light bulb." Yeah. Now, if I didn't tell him that, he'd have called the sewer guy in, and the sewer guy would have charged him, $80 or $120. Good morning, Stray. A service call, and then he would have went through and he'd have checked everything before he'd have checked the light. You know, that's how they operate. Yeah, that's right. Good for me. Oh, are you saying I don't have good looks, Stray? There you go. Okay. Huh. I don't know. I don't know anything about them damn things. I know you was on top of the chat. What happened? Okay. So what does that do? Does that pump your sewage out to your? Um, I'm assuming you don't have city hookup. Huh. Would you guys like a good laugh? Anyways, I'm assuming that's not your it's not hooked up to your city sewer. You don't have hooked up to city sewer. So, were you pumping it out to your septic tank? I really don't know how that system works. But if you'd like a good laugh, good morning, Kalu. You love a good laugh? Okay. You probably won't get this, but straight in um, junkyard will. Okay. Let's see. This is a 1999 Wells Cargo concession trailer. Now, the good laugh I'm going to tell you about is it's up on Marketplace for sale. Um, it's up on Marketplace for sale. It's a 1999. So that makes it 23 or 22 years old. A trailer. He's in, let's see, it is a 7 foot by 12 foot. 7 by 12. Let's see. It's a single axle. 7 by 12 single axle trailer. Full of toys. He wants $5,500 for a 22-year-old tandem axle enclosed trailer without the inventory. The inventory he'd like another $3,000 for, which I think is a good laugh because that trailer ain't worth $1,200 at its age. Especially with all the stuff he's got stuck to the side, because I'm sure that's going to leave a mark when you take all that stuff off. There was a guy that put a trailer up, wanted $3,000 quick sale. Has roof damage. Well, he took a picture of it. It had a 4 foot by 4 foot hole in the roof. That ain't roof damage. The roof is gone. So, let me get a cup of coffee. So, anyways, I messaged the guy on that trailer, and I asked him. I said, "How much do you want for the trailer without the inventory?" Because I figured that was with the inventory. And he said 5,500. Yeah, yeah, I take that for it too, and be damn happy I got it. You can buy a brand new one for less than that. You can buy a brand new one, 7 foot and 12 foot, 42.95, I think, if not lower. Well, yeah, yeah. You've been throwing in the inventory. You're still gonna make out like a bandit because the trailer, like I said, the trailer is only worth $1,200, $1,500. I am bidding on a trailer. It is in uh, Florida. There's two trailers I'm bidding on. One's in Florida and one's in Texas. I might bid on a third one if I don't get the other one of the other two, and that's in Washington. So, but they are old Pepsi concession trailers. You know, remember when Pepsi used to have a concession trailer at the fairs and stuff where they just sold soda? That's what these are. And I think there's one that's a tandem axle, and the other two are single axles. I don't know if I really want a tandem axle. I mean, tandem axle is nice. It'll haul more. You can have more in it. They're both all the same size. So I don't know. I'm really not hauling a lot of weight to begin with. Yeah, nothing comes with it, Christy. Yeah, that's I. It just boggles the mind some of the times. You know, some of the stuff that people put up for sale and what they think it's really worth. What they think it's really worth. No, yeah. Ever since the price of lumber went up, people with sheets of lumber, you know, plywood in their garage or whatever, you know, when they bought it for $9, oh, that thing is worth $50 now. Well, yeah, if it's new and it come from a lumber yard. Not if it's been sitting in your garage for 25 years. Sure, it's still new, but it's new old stock. You know what I mean? Um, Even though it's been kept dry and everything else, 20-year-old plywood or OSB still is going to have some degradation done to it. So, deterioration. Why did it go up? It went up because the lumber yards couldn't find help. So they made whatever they could, and it was just a limited supply until they can get help. The manufacturers to make this lumber, and I don't understand why they couldn't get help. If they paid good money, they should have help. But a lot of that stuff is automated. You know, that plywood isn't made by hand. Well, you need a guy to push a button. I'm sure there's plenty of guys there pushing buttons. Oh, it has patina though. You're right, Junkyard. It has patina. You can tell a piece of plywood that's been sitting in a garage for 20 years and a piece of plywood that you just put in there. Unless you keep that plywood covered with a sheet out of the sun and all that other stuff, and off the ground, um, off the concrete onto, a couple of 2x4s or something, or a rubber mat to keep the moisture from wicking up through the concrete. Um, that's the only way you're ever going to make a 20-year-old piece of plywood look brand new. Yeah. Now, the housing market, if you were going to sell a house now would be the time to sell it, because your house is worth about 2.5 times more now than it was before because of the price of material. That's what it's worth now. Try getting it, though. That's the problem. But if you have replacement, or if you have, uh, your house insured for $80,000 or $100,000 or whatever 6 months ago, you might want to call your insurance agent and get that fixed, because your house is now worth $200,000 because of the price of lumber, and that's what it would take to replace it. So, and your insurance company doesn't care about the price of lumber, how it went up, and everything else, because they're only going to pay for that. That's why whenever I do, or I get house insurance, whenever I shop for house insurance, I always shop for full replacement cost. I got $60,000 worth of content insurance on the garage, which I'm probably light on, but I'll take a $60,000 check. Your neighbor's house sold for $389,000. I wouldn't doubt it there, Skeeter. Then again, Skeeter, you live in a rich neighborhood. Don't you live in a gated community? Gated, not gay. Gated community, Skeeter. Gated community. Not that there's anything wrong with that. No. Good morning, Skeeter. It's nice to see you. As you can tell, I did something different to my hair. Trying not to wear the hat as much inside. I don't want to start getting a receding hairline like Kevin. Dang. Hey, that's right. Well, you got to be selling yours. Make a bundle. So damn near between the two of them, it's almost $1 million worth of houses. So yours ought to be worth what, $950? You guys ever seen Skeeter's house? Neither have I. Good morning, Big Steven. Skeeter owns a 7-bedroom, 6-bathroom, 5-acre plot, 3-story mansion with an Olympic in-ground built-in inside pool. Or maybe it's a kiddie pool. Hell, I don't know. Good morning, Linda. Coffee. Skeeter saying, man, how the hell did this guy know that? You're looking at a fixer-upper on 9 Hey, if you can get a fixer-upper for $124,000 on 9 acres, take her. While you're fixing her up, throw a bunch of solar panels on the roof and a wind turbine, get yourself disconnected from the grid, and start growing a garden. 9 acres, you got to be able to raise a hell of a lot of food. Keep yourself going. You could have a vegetable stand. That's right, folks. So, good morning, Linda. You're looking lovely as ever. So, As the Chinese say, you eat vegetable. You can have a vegetable saying there, Skeeter. I'd love to get 10 acres. I would. I'd love to get 10 acres someplace out in the country. You got a cattle pool not part of the house? There you go. Hey, when we was kids, we had a horse trough. We actually had two of them. And one was for the horses. And the other one, um, my dad would drop the garden hose in, fill it up. And like I said, we was kids, 5, 6, 7 years old. 9 acres of trees. Is your name going to be Paul Bunyan? So you cut down an acre and you plant an acre, then you cut down an acre and you plant an acre, and you do an acre every. If you had an acre of trees and you cut them down and process, you could be a millionaire just in 1 acre with the lumber at today's prices. They're scared. But anyways, my dad would fill up the hog trough, and during the summer, us kids would go swimming in it. And the hog trough, or not the, it was a hog trough, whatever you want to call it. It was a great big old water trough, and they had it out there by the horse pen on the other side of the fence, and the horses would look at us jumping in and out of that water. So, but that was back in the '60s and early '70s. The good old days where you could have fun with a stick and a pail. 2 sticks in a pail, and you had a drum. Now, what was it? I can't remember which one it was. It was either Junior or Casey. For school project, they needed a homemade instrument. So, me being the parent that I am, I went and I took some Cool bowls and I painted them. And I mounted them together on a piece of wood and made a stand for it and everything. And I took a couple pie pans and I had them mounted on a stick with a bolt coming through it and centered off of it. I made them a drum set, and they took it to school. And I made a couple of drumsticks out of some quarter round or dowel pins. You need a bunch of termites. There you go. Anyways, the teacher was astounded that somebody could make a homemade instrument like that. But I don't know, when I was a kid, that would have been something fun to play with when we was little. I miss the good old days. Good morning, Ron. Nice to see you. Did you do something different to your hair? What am I up to today? Um, I gotta go deliver the cart today at 10:30. I get that pulled out, deliver the cart. Kathy's got her sister coming over. She's coming from Monroe, so I had her pick me up. Um, I can't remember, 5 or 6 packages of buns. I've got buns already. I just need hot dog buns. I just need a few more just in case. So, um, so she's picking me up, I don't know, 5 or 6 packages, and she's coming here. After they leave, I'm going to. Um, I got 4 cases of that white grapefruit juice. 4 cases. Um, Actually, I have 8 cases because they're double cases. There's 2 boxes to a package, so I got 8 cases. I'm going to shake the cans, each one, and then pour them out into um, a pitcher, and I'm going to put some sugar with them because it's bitter. I mean, it's good stuff, but white grapefruit juice is bitter. I'm going to add a little sugar to it, and then I'm going to can it in jars. So there you go. Yeah, get a treadmill so you can stay with us. So I'm going to I'm going to can the grapefruit juice into jars and then put that on the shelves downstairs. So last week at that auction, I should have bought the 15 boxes of jars for $20, but I was out serving a hot dog. Yeah, I'm still making wine. My son is supposed to come over and take my washing machine, old washing machine, out of the basement, and to put my refrigerator, my new freezer downstairs in the basement. And when he does that, on his way back up, I'm going to have him bring up my wine for me, so I can get it to set on the counter and rack until I can get, for a couple of days settle, and then so I can rack it. I am going to put it in bottles instead of jars this time because I got a bunch of bottles. I got the corker down there. I got corks. So. I got a wine rack out in the garage that I need to put downstairs. So I have blueberry wine and grape wine that's already made and is waiting to be put in bottles. So yeah, sweet mullet. Yeah, I need to get me another haircut. After I get that done, I want to start some more. I got probably 50 pounds of raisins downstairs. I want to do some raisin wine. I don't know how good that's going to turn out, but I hear it turns out really good. So I want to do some raisin. Um, I got plum wine. I hear that turns out good. I got plums too for wine. Let it grow. No, it bothers me. There, Brad. In fact, I'm shaving tonight too, so I can see a celebration coming. That's right. So, so um, told Cappy, them grandkids, the girls, um, there's no reason why they can't sell lemonade, you know, lemonade and iced tea or whatever. Probably just lemonade. Um, I've got, the lemonade dispenser and stuff like that out there in the garage. I'll bring it in, clean it all up again. It's been sitting out there on a shelf. And, I'll buy some Country Time lemonade for them, make it, and then they can sit out there. I've got the ice machine so I can make ice for it. So let them sell ice, lemonade. Ice cold lemonade. Ice cold lemonade. You know, let them see if they can make a couple $100 a summer. That would be pretty cool. So, that's right. I don't know, 50 cents a cup probably. The last year they had the cops show up. 6 sheriff departments pulled up. 6 sheriff department cars pulled up. And they got out and they said, okay, we have a lemonade stand here. Is there any truth to that? And the girl said, yes. Could we get us a lemonade? They made like $80 between those 6 cops. A lot of them was giving them $10 for a cup of lemonade. It was cute. It was on Facebook and everything. They had it. Yeah. It was pretty cool. The cops took the pictures with the kids, and so yeah. One guy gave him $20 for a lemonade. And it does good that the cops come in, and they interact with the kids, so the kids don't, they're not afraid of them. There's no reason a kid should be afraid of a cop. That's put into their head by their parents. You should be afraid of them. No, you shouldn't be afraid of the police. The girls, they had a kick out of it. And I figure, if they can do this 2 or 3 days a week, out there, um, I'll put they got their own lemonade stand. I'll put an umbrella out there, so they can stay in the shade and sit there with their little chairs. Hmm. Good morning again, there, Big Stephen. So I think that would be pretty cool. Get them kids thinking how to make money. I got this other red push mower. I told Kathy last night. I said if Cody would go out and start mowing lawns with it, I'll give him that lawnmower. I'll give him the lawnmower. I'll give him 5 gallons of gas to get started with, and a gas can. No. You're listening while you're at work, okay? But that'd be something for him. Let him make a few bucks. So you're functioning within normal parameters this morning, okay? So anyways, and while he does work for me, so and but that'd give him something else extra to make money on. These kids got to know, nothing's handed to you. You got to work for it. Me and Kevin started working for farmers at the age of 11. So, so evidently that must mean he's doing good there, Christy. So, within normal parameters. But anyways, I got to take the cart there at 10:30, and come back and do that other stuff. Um, so let's see. Huh. Don't mind me. I'm just looking at something. Yeah, that Doyle hot dog idea, that sounds pretty cool. Good morning, Chaos. Yeah. You've been watching Star Trek all night? The original version or this, whatever you want to call it? Because the original is much better than the next generation. So, yeah. So, Mr. Spock. Yes, Captain. Why do you have pointed ears? Because I'm a Vulcan, Captain. Your question is illogical. Mr. Spock, you pointy eared bastard. Picard rules. I had to take your wrench away and time you out for that. And by the way, Chaos, you're looking lovely as ever today. Did you do something different to your hair, dear? Kind of lonely over there, isn't it? All right. All right there, Christy. A new Western called Chaos. Yeah. Huh. You combed it this morning. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, really? Huh. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Sandra, could you do me a favor? Show that feller to the door for 5 minutes. Pretty please. Pretty please. That would give you time to get another cup of coffee. Stephen. Well, thank you. Huh. That's pretty good having my own hit man. Hit lady, excuse me, hit lady. Yeah. He was just wanting me to do that. So. Oh man. Always your pleasure. That's right. Yeah. I get a little worried when I don't see Cornbread here in the morning. Hopefully he's okay. Probably busy on the computer, saving the world today. Oh, so I called the campgrounds last night. Probably up to as usual. Yeah, it's shenanigans. You're right. Um, anyways, I called the campground yesterday afternoon or evening, whatever you want to call it. Afternoon because it wasn't after 6, so it was afternoon. 6 is evening. Um, I've got to call them back today because I wanted to make sure they had them. I'm going to reserve 2 cabins for the Labor Day weekend. Um, yeah, Kathy's asking her sister if if she wants to do that or not. So, um, 2 cabins, next to each other, and then probably be, put a tent out there for. Uh, Probably shouldn't have to, but maybe. No, shouldn't have to. So, the CVS. Matt, good morning. For that, I want to do one for Labor Day weekend. Um, Me and Kathy actually want to go away for vacation someplace. I don't know yet. Don't got a damn little fly around here. Um, go someplace for a few days, and then we're going to take the kids someplace before we go on vacation. Then we're going to go on vacation. Do a mini vacation on Labor Day. So Yeah, he should have said the biggest threat to the United States was himself. You're right. So, um, but that's what we want to do for the summer. Take a few days, Um, there's a campground just 10, 12 miles from here, and it's got a swimming pool, and they got cabins. And I thought, well, we could take the kids there. They got a swimming pool. They got some other stuff. They can stay there. We can stay there. I can still come home, grab the hot dog cart, do my stuff that I got to do while we're there, and try a Holiday Inn. Yeah. So I would go to KOA camp, but they are so overrated. They want, $25 more a night than anybody else does. So Holiday Inn Express, that's right. Yeah. We had a Holiday Inn in this town 25 years ago. And then it turned into a day or Adrian Inn, and then a Days Inn, and then another thing, and then another thing. And right now, the city commission, that is the city commission in our city, is voting to shut down that hotel for a year because it's a nuisance. Um, they're also going to board up a house that people are living in because it's a nuisance. They've been called. They've been called to this house 36 times. The police have been called to this house 36 times in the last 2 years for overdoses, assault and batteries, domestic abuse, and all that other shit. Down at the Family Inn, there you go. Come to New Hampshire. Yeah. So I can't afford to go there either at $189 a night. I'm poor. I'm looking for a park bench and a newspaper, a big newspaper. That way I can cover myself up. But anyways, take them there for a week. Let them have fun. You'll run around. They don't care where they're going camping. I asked them yesterday. I said, "Hey, would you guys want to go camping, or do you want $50?" 2 out of the 3 said $50. Yeah. You get a family discount? Well, might have to think about that. Yeah, get a Texas newspaper. There you go. Because everything's big in Texas. Good morning, enjoy. So, or good evening to you. Yeah. All I need is a park bench, a newspaper, and a bottle of Ripple, and I'm all set. Oh, you're gonna make your son pancakes? No, it's on. Oh, yeah, it's nearly Saturday. So, so it is an evening. Yeah. Cigarette time. Well, welcome back, Big Steve. You should have had your cigarette while you was talking about that 5 minutes. I tell you what, Matt, there ain't nothing better than sausage, gravy, and biscuits. Mm-hmm. Um, Actually, Skeeter, when we first bought this hot dog cart and we were, thinking about doing stuff, we thought about, we actually bid. We went to an auction and we actually bid on a bounce house. This bounce house was 25 years old. Okay. And we went up to $700 on it. And I thought, which that was a lot for, a bounce house of that age. And it went for $1,100. And I knew the guy that bought it. So about a month after he bought it, this was in the winter, so or coming into spring or whatever. About a month after he bought it, he finally took it out and put it on his parking lot that he had, and unfolded it and went to blow it up. And this thing had so many rips and tears in it, he couldn't blow it up. He had to start patching. And I talked to him about it. He said, if I'd have known it was this bad, I wouldn't bid $2 on it. And I don't think he ever got it patched right. So I'm glad I didn't get it. But we thought about buying a bounce house just, when we're having a hot dog, someplace where they're having an event, put up a bounce house, and let the kids bounce in it for, 15 minutes for $5 or whatever, for $1 and whatever. I even looked into a dunk tank. So get something for kids to do. I actually um, got to go out and set up one of the easy ups and see how. I bought a couple of easy ups last year, and one has got a broken piece on it, and the other one, I don't know what's wrong with it, but I got to check them and see what it's going to take to fix them. They're both identical, so I can, take parts off of one and put it to another. I only get $5 for them both, and one of them comes with a top, the walls and everything, duffel bags, anchors, the whole 9 yards. So, but I gotta get that set up out here in the driveway and see what it needs, put everything on it, because I think that's what we're gonna take when we go to the festival. I really don't want to take the 10 by 20 because it's so hard to put up. Once it's up, it's nice. It's just hard to put up. And I did at an auction. Um, I bought a bunch of metal tent stakes, and it come with a hammer. There's probably 25 of them tent stakes there. Didn't even count them, but I got them for $5. Now that's a hell of a deal because they get like $3 a piece for them things. And I got this, the dog holders, the ones you screw into the ground. I got the dog anchors. I use those for the easy ups and stuff. As long as I'm on ground or grass, I can do that. But if I'm going to be on concrete, then I still have to get. I got to get the cement bags or the uh, not sandbags, or they make these things out of PVC pipe now. They fill them full of sand, and you put a cap on each end of it, and you glue the cap, and you hang them from your easy up. And that way it keeps it down. But well, you guys ain't too talkative. Ain't nobody said anything in 6 minutes on either one. There you go. Well, now Matt said something. Something, something. Hey, Big Steven. Your coffee maker ain't woke up yet? You know what you do there, don't you? You go get yourself an ice cold glass of water and pour it on your coffee maker. That'll wake it up. Just saying. Hey, Matt, you know how to get her more. You know how to get her hot and bothered and excited and up in a hurry, don't you? You're supposed to say no. How? I have to ask you a question first, and it doesn't work unless you know. I sent it. Does she have a sister? You just walk right in there and slap around the old painting and say, "Hey, you know your sister's better in bed than you are." That'll get her up and get her moving. Yeah, she might come up with a flying right cross, but it'll get her up out of that bed. Might get you killed in the process, but you know that's a chance you're gonna have to take. I sent you a link there, Big Steven. Trying to get me beat. Yes. Well, you know, what are friends for, Matt? You know, what are friends for? So, National Corncob Day. There you go. I think July 22nd or something like that is National Hot Dog Day. I have to remember. Holy shit, would you look at the head on that one?
I'm more handsomer than you are, sir.
Yeah.
And I get more than you.
Well, get more than what?
Huh?
Get more what?
I can't say on your panel.
Oh. Well, you know, um, taking it in hand don't count.
Hey. It still counts even if you pay for it.
It's true love. She gave me back change.
She did. She does every time.
Yeah. Got change for 50. Good
No,
morning, Jerry.
do not have a change for the video, okay?
We owe you.
But
No,
you do. We do
you
have
got
change for the.
never coming back.
We have a change for the $20 bill, okay? You want the change for that, okay? So how's everybody doing in D Live land and YouTube land? And
No. There's only a few of them in D Live that are talking. The rest of them are lurking. No.
I know. It kind of sucks when you don't have nobody to talk to, huh?
Who? No.
Especially
I
when you're
just
trying to
really,
do a live stream where you're engaging with people, but the
oh
people are
yeah,
not engaging with you.
yeah. I'm trying to think of what to say. I've been talking all morning, but it's hard to come up with new stuff every day when you don't watch the news.
Hmm.
It just seems like every time you turn on the news, it's the same damn thing. Immigration, the border, the border, the border, the border. You would think these schmucks would understand that they need to do something about the border, but they don't. You know, the second in charge says, "I've never been to Europe." Yeah, I've never been to Europe either. I've never been to the Mexican border, but I damn sure would go to the Mexican border before I go to Europe and at least try to shut the gate.
What you gonna do at the Mexican border?
Shut the gate, put a padlock on it.
Yeah, yeah. That sounds like something that could be readily attained.
It should have been. If that moron wouldn't have stopped the border wall for one thing. Oh, we can't afford $5 billion to put a wall up, but we can afford $100 billion to give to a country so they quit sending their people here, and they're still sending them anyways. Yeah, so funny how money isn't money. Money is so tight, but when they want to spend it, there's lots of it.
All we got to do is print it, and there's more money.
Yeah. No, they want $6 trillion for infrastructure, and only about $950 billion is actually going for the infrastructure. The rest of the other stuff is going for the little pet projects and stuff they want to get done, which is a bunch of BS. Landmines would be cheaper. You're right, Skeeter. Strategically, uh, patterns. Yeah, strategically
Landmines.
staged. Yeah, at the border.
Then you're talking about killing people.
Okay.
You don't care about killing people?
Okay.
You're a bad man.
Realist. I'm a realist. So.
You're a bad man.
I seen footage yesterday. Now you can't tell me this guy walked from Guatemala. Okay. This guy was every bit 500 pounds, and his wife was probably every bit 400 pounds. There is no way them two walked from Guatemala. Okay. So how the hell did they get there?
They drove a 1957 Chevy.
Yeah. As they come across the river, okay, there's like a little dock that they got to climb up onto to get on there. This guy looked like a beach whale sitting there because he couldn't even get up on his own feet. Okay. No, but he walked from Guatemala. Right.
Guatemala's only 5 miles from the border.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, they're already dying for other reasons. You're right. No. Did you see what I did see what Texas is doing? Yay, Texas. Texas is making it um, made it a national disaster area, the border, and now it is a felony if you come across the border in Texas. And if they catch you, they can arrest you and you will serve jail time. I think that's pretty cool. Maybe these people will stop.
But what if a United States? What if a United
Huh?
States citizen goes to Mexico and illegally crosses the border?
What, illegally crosses back or illegally crosses into Mexico?
No, back into the United States.
If you're an American citizen, there's no way you're illegally crossing the border coming back because you're a legal citizen of the United States.
So that means we can escape our own country and enter somebody else's country and come back free.
If you get caught going into Mexico, plan to spend 12 years in prison.
Yeah, you don't want to go to Mexico.
Yeah, if you get caught, cruising across the border to Mexico, other than their checkout, where you go to cross the border at, you can get 12 years in prison.
You don't want to go to a Mexican prison, man. They beat your knuckles with rulers.
Well, their prison system is just like towns. Everybody can walk around in the town, your mom and dad and everybody else can come see you every day. They can bring, because they don't feed you. Your family comes and brings you food, or you have to buy your own food.
Tacos?
Yeah. They can leave, but you can't. Yeah, I know. Scared. Yeah, Texas won't have enough jail space. You're right. And also, Texas, the great state of Texas, God bless Texas. They're going to finish putting the border wall up on Texas. The governor said that. We're putting the border wall up. He's claimed it a national disaster, so he can do whatever the hell he wants. So, Uncle Joe probably ain't too happy with that deal, but, oh well, Uncle Joe maybe should have done something. Say it ain't so, Joe. Say it ain't so.
Oh, sleepy hoe.
Yeah. He's trying to convince all these countries that America's back. Well, America was never left until Joe got here. Oh, man, it's a long ways down. There, you get me a cup of coffee.
Yeah, half of America left when Trump came in.
And yeah, nobody left.
Yeah, they did. Remember? Over Winfrey, Amy Schumer, Whoopi Goldberg.
Kathy Griffin. Cher.
Sonny Bono.
Sonny left a long time ago.
Did you fill up your metal hydro cup?
Yes, I did. I'll be right back.
Don't forget to flush and wipe. Did you wipe?
No, I didn't.
Ugh.
Why would I wipe?
Iron Dog's got mud butt.
No, I didn't go to the bathroom.
Poopy butt.
You're right there, Jerry. Yeah.
Is that Jerry's wood shop?
No, Jerry Fortune.
Oh, Jerry Fortune. Good morning, Jerry.
You're right there, Enjoy.
Yeah, I enjoy being myself.
Well, I'm sure enjoy being himself too. Enjoy. Could you tell me what the lottery 10 numbers were for the United States for tonight?
Yeah,
That way I can since you're in the future, Enjoy. So that way I can I can win the lotto. Isn't that how that works? If you're 15 or 16 hours ahead of us, you should know the lottery tip numbers by now.
I know them.
Oh, I bet you do.
But if I give you the numbers, you got to split the winnings with me.
Why don't you buy it and split the winnings with me?
Yeah, we'll get 70-20 on that.
Who gets the other 10?
You.
You said 70-20. Your math isn't adding up. That's only 90. I said, who gets the other 10?
Oh, Kathy.
I think she'll take the 70. You'll get the 10, and I'll get the 20. And you'll like it. I don't know what the future's got in store.
The future is not set.
I know that 56 is a number, just not if it's a winning number. Yeah, you're right.
There is no fate but what we make.
It probably will be one day, though. You're right. There's one thing I'm really certain of. I'll probably die broke. Okay. And the day I die, my lottery ticket will win.
But your kids are going to get to use that money.
Yeah. I asked Kathy the other day, if 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 I pass away, are you coming to the funeral or are you just going to clean out the garage? She
She
said,
said,
well,
"Hell no, I'm cleaning out the garage."
I got to have my priorities straight. I get the garage cleaned out. Oh, yeah.
I'll
If you
come
do
to the funeral.
variables, if if you load if you loaded the last 10 years worth of lottery numbers into a computer and did an algorithm, you could probably come up with maybe not a winning number, but you could probably come up with a 5 winning number, which will pay you thousands of dollars. And if you did that every week, you know, because if you add it, then you'd have to add the next one in for the next week, and that would change the algorithm all the time. I see Trump is going to open a new media platform July 4th. I will be on it. Yes.
What is it with you and Donald Trump?
Me and Donald Trump, we go way back. I told you
Oh,
we're good friends. Hell, he's been here to the house. I've done interviews with him.
oh shit.
You talk to Donald Trump and you ask him if he knows me. He'll tell you he does.
Okay, let me give him a call.
Like me and Willie Nelson. I've known Willie for 35 years.
Oh, now you're full of shit.
I'm not either.
And you're making up stories.
I got pictures of me and Willie.
Yeah, right. Let's see them.
See if I got them on my Facebook.
And I'm not saying I don't want to see no CGI. I'm mad, Willie Nelson. You wouldn't like Willie Nelson because he smokes weed.
That don't make them all bad. I know Willie.
Uh-huh. So just because he's Willie Nelson makes it okay, huh?
Right there he is.
Man, that's you and your other son.
Hey, my son, that's Willie Nelson.
It is not Willie Nelson.
The hell it ain't. This was taken 10 years ago.
That's Kurt.
That ain't not Kurt. It ain't Junior either. That's Willie Nelson.
So Willie Nelson looks just like you?
I don't think he looks like me. That's Willie Nelson. I'm talking about the guy in the long hair, not me, you dumbass.
How dare you call me a dumbass? Who do you think you are? I'd like to see.
I don't know if it's going to be Trump or a face Trump or Trump's the game. I don't know what it's going to be called.
You ain't gonna say that to my face.
What? Dumbass? Shit. I'd stand toe to toe with you, call you dumbass.
Really, you would?
Yeah, well, if I could stand toe to, I got big feet. Maybe I can stand toe to toe. If I can't, I'd have to stand back a yard or two and then say toe to toe.
How tall are you?
Well, I'd have to scooch down about 6 inches. If you're only 5'6", ain't you? 5'7"?
5'7".
Yeah. So I'd have to scooch down a little bit, back up, so your belly and my belly don't touch, and then then I could say that.
What are you, like 6 foot something?
Well, they said they measured me out. It said I'm 5'11" and 3/4. And then the other day when I was laying down doing um, X-rays for my kidney stones, the technician had me there, and they're scaled out. She said it says you're 5'11" on your chart, but on the measurement here, you're 6'2". I said, hell, I don't know. I said, that's what I always thought I was, but they said I was only 5'11". She said, now, according to this, you're laying here, you're 6'2". So I don't know. Good morning, Arizona. Nice to see you. You're looking handsome as ever. Did you do something different to your hair, sir? The Nelson boys. Yeah, I've seen Willie Nelson, one of his kids, sing before. No. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll ask Arizona. Arizona, he's from his country. So, yeah, we'll ask Arizona. Arizona. Where did it go? Oh, hold on a minute. There it is. Eyes of blue. Is that not Willie Nelson right there? I keep telling him that's Willie Nelson. Me and Willie go back 35 years. See?
You definitely look fatter in that picture.
Yeah. Hey?
But honestly, I think you're slightly out of your mind.
No. It looks like Willie to him, I'm telling you. No. I'll tell you what, though, I'll never smoke.
Oh, no way. I know who that person is. That's Casey.
I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
Yeah, right. That I believe. You haven't smoked weed since you were a teenager.
I know. Well, Willie's 30 years older than me, too, Arizona. He's 82 or something like that. So,
Keith told me all about your weed smoking.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. I don't know how the hell he would know. So.
And I was talking to him one day, and I was saying, it really annoys me that your dad hates marijuana. And he goes, my dad should talk. Him and Kathy used to be big-time potheads when they were teenagers.
Yeah, right. No.
Till y'all had kids, and then you gave it up.
Way before that. That's right. Sparking up with the old ginger with Willie. That's right.
I'd rather smoke weed with Cheech and Chong.
Did you get another raise? A second raise in this meeting? You're right there, Skeeter. Pretty soon they're going to get skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. You're right.
Now, I never told you this, dog, but I know Jim Carrey.
Congratulations. You know a Canadian.
What's wrong with that?
I didn't say anything. Jim Carrey is a know-nothing Canadian that hates America. So,
He does not hate America.
yes, he does. No raise, just praise, huh? Yeah.
I still think he's the funniest comedian on the planet next to George Carlin.
George Carlin wasn't that funny. Who is really funny? I got to think of his name. Somebody help me out here. He did the Sledge-O-Matic. Long, black, squirrely hair. You remember who did the Sledge-O-Matic?
Andrew Dice Clay?
No. He's not even a comedian. He's an ass. I think he lives in California, yeah. Gallagher. Yep, Gallagher. Gallagher was funny. Okay. Buddy Hackett was funny. Tim Conway was funny. Red Fox was funny. These comedians nowadays, who was the fat one that passed away?
Chris Farley?
Well, Chris Farley was funny, but it was more like stupid comedy. But no, I'm talking about the one that just passed away a couple years ago. I'm not talking. John Candy was funny, but this guy, oh shit, Ralphie was funny.
Ralphie May?
Ralphie May, yep. Tim Conway was the best. You're right, Arizona. Him and Buddy Hackett, they were both funnier than hell. So. I never seen Carrot Top, so I don't know.
What about Sam Kinison? Oh! Oh! Oh!
No, he wasn't funny. He wasn't. He did do a good movie with Rodney Dangerfield was funny. But I'll tell you another one that was funny. George Burns was funny. And that was clean comedy he done. But Sam Kinison in Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield. When he's asking, he said, well, we're going to a business class. And he says, you're going to be making widgets. And then, Rodney Dangerfield tells him about, no, you should rent instead of build, because if you build, then you got to pay off the contractors, the garbage men, and them guys aren't owned by the Boy Scouts. So, and if you want cement in that concrete, you got to pay them off. Huh. Damn. Carol Burnett was funny. You're right, Skeeter.
There's the Slade Gang.
Yeah, Jonathan Winters was funny too. Yeah.
We got Dirty Robert and Mischievous Matt.
I'm so glad we had this time together. Joe Park, that's right. Yeah. I've seen that before. That was funny. Oh. Dean Martin was a funny comedian. Foster Brooks, he was another funny one.
Welcome back, Christy.
Welcome
Hello,
back.
Tara.
Oh.
Hello, Dan, Arizona. Skata.
Good morning, Tara.
Junkyard.
All right, there, Arizona. You have yourself a good weekend too. I gotta get ready myself here in a little bit. So,
In the words of my generation, dog, up yours.
huh? Damn. Send some to my country. There you go. Gene Wilder. Yeah, he was funny. Richard Pryor was funny. He was dirty, but he was funny.
What's the matter there, Matt? You want your baby bottle? Huh? Baby need baba?
Everybody's talking about you. Well, I somebody was talking about somebody last night, and I thought to myself, if my people were talking to their people, my people would tell their people to shut the hell up. But my people aren't going to get involved with those people because those people ain't worth getting involved with. So,
Hey, Tara, Matt
yeah.
needs baba.
Hey, Tara, Robert said if you come over to D Live, he'll see us all in 5 minutes. Huh. Did you get up and make Mattis coffee?
No, she got up and made Matt his baba. Because he just.
So, all I want to know is if it's soup yet. So, I have no idea what that was supposed to be about, but soup is soup. You haven't had enough coffee. Well, you should have heard what he said about you. I'd have Tara do it, but well, thank you. I'd have Tara do it, but it's been a while. We need a flush.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he
Oh,
wants you to flush me, dog.
oh, okay. I see you're back from making pancakes.
And Chaos wants it done, too. But see, she didn't give a diamond, though. If you want that to work, Chaos, you got to give up a diamond. Come on. Come on. Don't be don't be a tight pocket.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
Down! When I say down, I mean down!
So I gotta pay. I drank too many Dr. Peppers. Wow. What an ass.
You know, he really sounds like Forrest Gump, too.
Yep.
Kind of acts like him, too.
You need change for that lemon? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you think you make the rules, Chaos?
Yeah, Tara, how's your mom doing? I haven't asked in a week or so. I'm pretty sure she's getting better and better every day. Is she jumping rope yet? Skipping? Two stepping? Running marathon? Oh, That ain't no good. David Allen Cole. Uh, let's not go there, Robert. Are you talking about the new David Allen Cole stuff?
Is that a country singer?
Yeah, but you don't want to be playing that shit because that'll get you thrown off in any forum.
That must be one of those Idaho country singers.
David Allen Cole. No, he's a country western singer, but he's changed in the last 25 years.
Kind of like Billy Ray Cyrus.
I'm only going to be on to like 9:30 or something like that. There, Matt. The pot needs stirring. There you go. Yeah.
Well, good thing, Matt. I just might find myself into your live stream tonight. Or maybe I'll cause some hell over there.
So, did you go see your mom yesterday?
Yep. I got to walk her around the facility and everything yesterday.
That's good.
We got to hang out in the big living room, and they got a 50-inch TV in there, so Mom got to watch a little bit of her court shows and stuff like that.
Huh. Right.
Why do you have people angry at you, Matt?
That's kind of personal, don't you think?
What?
Asking that kind of question.
I ain't asking about his personal life. I'm saying on YouTube or D-Live.
Dan says he's glad she's doing good. Because he's special. So, I don't know what went on. I really don't. I lurk on some of this stuff, but there's a lot of times people think I'm on and I'm not. That's because I never shut the stuff off. I never log out. But I don't know. I just know what I seen last night for a little bit. So it's all my fault. You're right, Dirty Robert. I got big enough shoulders. I can take that. So. Well, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, Sonny just had one big hit. That's right. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Okay. And the only reason why it was a hit because he had Cher with him. So I know. It's all the wieners I've been selling. I actually, like I said, we're going to try to get this to do 4 or 5 days a week. We're actually looking at a parking lot where there used to be a hot dog stand there. There still is a hot dog stand there, but the guy hasn't been open in 2 years. So, yeah, piss on Cher. If she ever caught on fire, it'd be a black smoke from all the plastic coming off in her.
Let's put another pizza on the barbie.
That's right. So actually, I want to get over there and talk to them people. The city of Adrian, where I live in, and I pay property taxes, and I pay a lot. are asking if you are a vendor. They're not allowing vendors to go downtown because of the restaurants downtown, okay? Which restaurants pay taxes too. But I should be afforded the same opportunity to make money as the restaurants downtown. But they want you to buy a permit, okay, and pay an excise tax or a tax to be downtown, and you can't be within 100 foot of a restaurant. Okay, well, downtown's not that big. It's only about 800 feet long. So, and about 800,000 feet wide. So, where are you going? There's like 8 restaurants downtown. So, how the hell are you going to do anything downtown without being 100 feet away from a restaurant? Another thing, they want you to go to an abandoned parking lot and park there outside actually of downtown. Now they got a blue line on all the sidewalks, and that blue line is the city where you can actually drink walking down the sidewalk in the city, and they don't say nothing to you. Open alcohol on the sidewalk. The vending carts where they want you to sit is nowhere near the blue line. You're 150 yards outside the blue line. So how does that even do any good? Okay. Now they want you to buy a license or a permit or pay a tax, and they'd like you to pay like property tax, like $3,000 or $4,000 a year to be down there. Well, that's a lot of money for a town that only has 30,000 people in it. And that's the entire town. That's not downtown. Downtown's got less than 500 people in it. So you figure it out. The paper had something about it, and I explained my concern on it, that there wasn't enough money downtown to do all this. And being as I'm a property tax payer, I should be able to get a permit before anybody that does not live in the city gets one. Have a good day there, Linda.
See you later, boo-boo. Call me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, when are you going to the border? Yeah, that's right. I'm not. Why would I ask about going to the border? Why do you ask about going to the border when I'm in, Guatemala? Don't we should get the root cause first. Go to the border first. Thank you, Matt. I actually have someplace here a real pizza pan. It's a round ring about this big, okay, for a large pizza, and it's got mesh in it, wire mesh. And the reason why I got it is I ordered a pizza from a pizza place, and they forgot to take it out from underneath the pizza when they brought it. When they put it in the box. Yeah. And they put that, and it went over their pizza oven on their conveyor, and the heat rises up through that mesh and bakes the crust from the inside or from the downside. I'm actually looking at a conveyor oven, which is a small one, but it's for Jimmy John's, or not Jimmy John's, Quiznos. It's from Quiznos subs, where you put the sub in and it goes through the oven. You can do pizzas the same way. It gets hot enough to do pizzas. All you got to do is turn the timer down so the conveyor doesn't run as long, or the conveyor slows down. It was big chief pizza or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, big cheap pizza. That's just for you.
They're no longer in business. So
Big cheap everything when it's you.
yeah, the mess would probably taste better than Domino's. You're right. Anyways, I got one of them square deep dish pizza pans, or it's a lasagna pan, or baked spaghetti pan that these pizza places have, and it's a baked enamel. It's black enamel baked on pan. It nothing sticks to it. It's not a Teflon. You can bake something in it, and sure, it'll stick to the side. You put it in the sink, put a little water in it, let it set for 20 minutes, and you go in there with a washcloth, you wash it right out. Nothing sticks in it. So it actually moves right off the side. You don't have to scrub with a scrub brush or anything like that. It's a nice pan. So, and in fact, I got 2 of them.
Just like your Blackstone griddle, huh?
You got 2 of them. So. Huh.
It's almost 9:30.
Almost 8:30. 8:27.
All right, everybody.
You leaving?
No.
No.
But you are.
He did. He just didn't know it.
You son of a good lady.
No. Oh man.
That's really, you really should never call it. Should never call
What?
anybody a son of a bitch.
Huh?
Should never call anybody a son of a bitch.
You're right.
Because then you're calling that person's mother a bitch.
Right. When I was younger, that would have been fighting words. You'd have called me an SOB. I'd have knocked your teeth down your throat. Wouldn't have been there wouldn't have been a second thought about it. As soon as you would have got the SOB, or a son of a out, that would have been it. The next thing coming would have been a right cross right to you, and then an uppercut. That's the only 2 things you probably would have seen a right one, but you wouldn't have seen the uppercut. You putting a new roof on your house there, Tara? No.
And I bet you Matt's doing it, huh?
Sounds like fun. Oh yeah, tearing the roof off. That's real fun, especially at 100 degrees, 120 on the roof.
Oh, the barn. Okay.
On the barn, okay. Well, it's about time you put a roof on the barn. Poor Matt's out there in his barn getting wet and everything.
I know.
When you make him sleep out there. Yeah, you have to make it fun. Yeah, you know how you make it fun, don't you? You put vegetable oil all over the roof shingles up there while they're up there.
You're so cool, Tara.
Now, are you going to put shingles up or steel roof? I was noticing they have this plastic roofing now. or I don't know whether it's a resin roofing or whatever. But you can get the roofing cut in whatever length you want them. Shingles.
Now,
And
does
it's
that
like,
sound right, Doc?
huh?
Does that sound right?
What?
Putting plastic on top of your house?
What this is um, they make it 3 foot wide, and you can get it. I think into lengths like 30 feet long. Okay, and you just lay it down. You nail it down, and then you lay another one quarter over it, and you nail it down, and it interlocks with one to another, and you can actually do a whole roof in a matter of hours instead of a day or 2 days or whatever. Because it goes on, you get 3 people up there, and you can put on a 3 foot wide, 30 foot long strip in a few minutes.
Well, I hope it's heat resistant.
Well, I'm sure it is. Let's see if I can find it on Marketplace.
If you get those triple digit heats, that roof is going to be melted.
Right here. I'll show you what it looks like right here. That's what it looks like. Pretty cool. Comes in like 3 foot wide. You just got to grid up, on top of your roof, and then you put that stuff on there. I don't think it only takes as big as the sheets are. Let's see. That's how big you can get them right up here if you see this. Hold on.
I think a metal roof would be better than anything.
It is probably, but a metal roof will deteriorate too. But that's how long it comes. I think it's pretty cool.
What is that big red box thing?
That's actually a cooler on wheels. It's Miller time.
It's just for you. It's Miller time.
Yeah. All right, everybody. I got to get out of here. It's 8:33. I'm past my time. Y'all have a great day. God bless. Take care. Prayers and peace. Yeah, there would be a lot now to do the framing, but
Y'all stay warm, stay dry, stay safe if you have to, but stay yourselves.
y'all stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, stay cool if you have to, and stay yourself. And remember, the first responders, doctors, nurses, firemen, EMT, and the police, their lives all matter. And if you have to put a color in front of lives matter, you're a racist, because every life matters. Every life is the same. Y'all have a blessed day and take care.